J-Code is a partnership between 13 U.S. agencies, FBI, DEA, postal investigators, HSI, and IRS from the operational side.
We work darknet drug investigations. We search for who is selling illicit drugs online. So that could be opioids involving fentanyl, Oxycontin pills. We also see heroin, meth, cocaine, you name it, whatever drugs, illicit drugs are available, they're probably being sold on the darknet.
We focus on the vendor side of it here in the US, but the marketplace themselves and often the infrastructure is located overseas, heavily in European countries, and so we work a lot with our Europol partners.
If you know where to navigate to, and you're able to find these different marketplaces, and there are several of them up and running at any given time, you can peruse through and search different categories, drugs and opioids being one of them. And the way that it appears on your screen looks very professionally done. These vendor pages will list what they're selling, how much it costs, pictures. They have ratings from customers, how fast they got their products, and obviously the prices.
Most of these darknet actors, the reason they're operating on the darknet is they don't see it as much of a risk as if they're doing hand-to-hand deals on the street. But we can see these transactions just as well as we can see those.
You might think that you have complete anonymity when you're operating in these environments, but the FBI, J-Code, and our law enforcement partners are able to pierce that. The individual who was responsible purported to be able to press thousands of pills a day. So you can imagine the frequency and the amount of drugs that are being able to be made and how fast they can be shipped out. We found tens of thousands of pills at these locations. Some of them were rainbow colored, they call them Skittles, and those are purposefully marketed for teens and kids.
We're seeing, a lot more potent drugs. So we're doing our best to try to get the message out there that these pills are dangerous and you don't know what you're getting. These individuals that are putting products, they're not chemists. They look for the profit margins, so they're buying the cheap products like fentanyl.
The challenges that we face are, even when these pills are created and shipped around the country, well, now those pills are being resold in some instances to people in high school, people at universities. By that point, you're diluting the message of what this actually is or is purporting to be. So oftentimes some of the questions we get are, why would drug traffickers be selling pills to people that would kill them? And that's not the point. That's not the idea, or that's not the intent. The intent is to provide something that's so strong that these people get addicted. But when the messaging gets changed over time from drug trafficker to darknet vendor to reseller to the local high school kid who's handing them out, who knows what you might be taking, and so that's where the danger lies.